Did you know that there is now bipartisan support for a new $5,300 payment? Yeah, this is not a mistake. Congress is actually looking at the plans behind this. And I want to explain what is coming. Because again, a lot of people are asking, is there any additional relief coming? And the answer is quite possibly yes. Now, over the past couple of years, we've experienced decade-high inflation. We've experienced a plethora of job openings, and we've also had crisis after crisis as well. But lawmakers have continued on one path, to provide those in need with additional resources. Whether it's money, whether it's food, they are trying to do their best. Now, I don't want to come out and come to the aid of lawmakers, because again, they're acting very slowly, but they're trying to do something. Now, there's another group of lawmakers out there that are trying to get a $5,300 payment to the American people. Now, this is a new proposal. This was proposed a couple weeks ago, and I want to address what's going on here. But before I get into this, all I ask is, if you enjoy these daily reports, can you do me a favor? Go ahead and hit that like button. It really does help out the channel. Also, don't forget to subscribe and also click that notification bell so you never miss an update. But let's get right down to it. Where are these $5,300 payments even coming from? Who's going to get them, and how do you qualify? Well, let's talk about it. There's a group of Democrats out there that have already proposed a bill to reinstate the $3,600 child tax credit payments for children between the ages of 0 and 5. Also, in this proposal, they would also reinstate the $3,000 payments. This would be for children between the ages of 6 and 17. However, there's a new twist to this, and I want to address what that is. Well, you can see it right here. It says stimulus update. Child tax credit gets a chance for $300 a month and a $2,000 baby bonus. What is that? Well, here's what I can tell you. The good news is that there's now multiple reports that there's bipartisan support here. In fact, multiple Republicans have proposed their own plans to provide this enhanced tax credit in the past. We've heard this multiple times over the past couple of years that yes, Republicans want to extend or pretty much reintroduce the $3,600 child tax credit payments. The only issue is, how do they find the funding? That's where everybody is currently in dispute. Now, here's what's in this bill. First off, just understand, the current child tax credit is $2,000 per child. That is extremely important to know, okay? Because guess what the baby bonus is? $2,000 as well. However, if this plan is to be reinstated, this would see benefits increase by $1,000 for children between the ages of 6 and 17 and $1,600 for children between the ages of 0 and 5. Now, how is this $5,300? Because I just talked about a $3,600 payment, I talked about a $3,000 payment, and I also talked about a $2,000 baby bonus. Well, here's the reason why it's $5,300. And keep in mind, like President Biden has said multiple times, it doesn't matter how you get the relief, but he's dead set on providing relief for the American people. Well, we'll see if that actually happens. Now, let's talk about this. Because in this recent proposal, and this was in the end of June, House Democrats proposed a new feature to go along with that $3,600 child tax credit payment. And that is to provide that $2,000 baby bonus. Now, how is it $5,300? Well, let's just do the math. So let's say you have a baby born in January. If they're born in January, then you get a $2,000 bonus the month they're born. So that's January. Guess what? Now there's only 11 months left. 11 months times $300 a month is $3,300. And then you add in that $2,000 baby bonus. That is where you get $5,300. Okay? Now, why would they do this? Why, and what is going on in lawmakers' mind? Why would this benefit the American people? Well, let's look at this. So it says in this new proposal, it would remove an earnings requirement from the full credit. It would expand the maximum child tax credit to $250 per month. It would continue the young child tax credit of $300 per month for children 6 years old and younger. Provide a baby bonus, an extra $2,000 in the month a new baby is born. Now, keep in mind, what if the baby is born in, let's say, September? They're born in September, so in September they get $2,000. That's September. What about October, November, December? What about those 3 months? Guess what? You get $300 per month. So September you get $2,000. You get $300 per month. That's $900. So you would get $2,900 by the end of the year. That is still an increase to what you would currently receive of $2,000 per child. Now, why are they doing this? Well, here's the big reason why. Right now, let's say you have a baby born in January, February, March. You still have to wait almost a complete full year to get the current child tax credit payment of $2,000. So in order to provide additional relief now, so people don't have to wait a full year, lawmakers are considering giving this $2,000 baby bonus immediately. But again, this is just a baby bonus the year, the month that the baby is born. But if the baby is born today and next year, guess what? You don't get another $2,000 baby bonus. No, you would continue to get the child tax credit payment. That's the way the law is currently, or this bill is currently written. Now, how likely is this to get passed? Well, it hasn't been voted on yet. This was proposed a couple of weeks ago. So according to a recent report, lawmakers are attempting to get all of their proposals out in the open, on the table, so that once bills are ready to be negotiated, these proposals can also be attached to them. That's what's currently being discussed. So I think this is kind of interesting, because why would lawmakers just come out and propose random things? Well, this technically isn't that random, but the reason why is because, well, they're going on recess. They went on recess for the 4th of July. So because of that, they wanted to get all their different proposals out there so all the lawmakers can see them. And then they could potentially take their proposal, throw it in to another bill, and they could have a big bill that they could then go and try to pass. Or at least that's what they're saying. So, will this be negotiated? Will we see this even pass? Well, here is what we know. One thing that is going to happen is we have to pass a fiscal year 2024 appropriations bill, okay, or appropriations bills. These are the 12 bills that make up the federal government's budget, and this has to be passed by September 30th. So we could see this child tax credit payment be reintroduced alongside the federal budget. We could also see this be attached to some Social Security reform. And obviously, because of the Supreme Court's recent rulings, we know and we are anticipating more bills to come very soon. So there's a good chance we're going to see this child tax credit payment bill, whether it's this bill or one of the others, we're going to see them get thrown in and almost attached to all these other bills, just because lawmakers know it's much easier to pass a bill if there's a lot of different parts. Because if it's just one bill, let's say for the child tax credit payments, well, the American people will know if you vote yes or you vote no. So because of that, they don't want that to happen before the presidential election. So here is where things, and this is why this is a major reason why the $5,300 baby bonus is even being discussed. Because there's a presidential election. There's a presidential election in a little more than a year. And one of the things that can really boost either Republicans or Democrats is to get their bill passed. And if it's a bill for children and families and households, guess what? It's going to benefit, children, families, and households. And so the people that are going to vote in favor of this bill, want this to pass, have children, need a little bit of help, are they more likely to vote for the party that passes the bill? According to reports, the answer is yes. So, lawmakers are likely to get something done before the presidential election. But is it going to be a bipartisan bill? If it's something that just Democrats want, it's not going to be done because it will not pass the House of Representatives. If it's something the House of Representatives is proposing and it's something that we know Democrats are never going to agree to, well, it's not going to pass either because Democrats hold the Senate and the presidency. Even if it passed the House and the Senate, we know President Biden is not afraid to veto a bill if he doesn't actually like it. So that's what we know at this time. Again, as we know more information as to what is going on here, if children are going to receive this child tax credit payment, if it's going to be $3,600, $3,000, $2,000, or possibly up to $5,300 per year, well, I will give you more updates on that as soon as we get them. Again, thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Consider subscribing. I'll see you guys on the next one.